Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's all fantastic. Yesterday I talked about this being, 5 years. 5 years of doing this show. My first YouTube upload was in 2012, so we're 9 years on the platform, but 5 years of doing this actual show. And yesterday was a prime example of why this show is really important to me, because I feel like yesterday's show was really upbeat and it was really like positive and thankful, and I felt really good about doing it. But yesterday was a pretty bad day, and today is even worse. I'm in a really bad place right now at work, and it's not. It has nothing to do with like it's just the job that I'm doing right now is I'm really stressed. Yesterday I was nauseous from stress. I was really pushing to my limit and just completely overwhelmed. And today it's even worse. Today I can't even distract myself. I'm so overwhelmed. And sometimes it's important to just have a section of your life where you just stop and you do something for a while. And that's what this is, right? Programmers have talked forever about the rubber duck debugging, which is the concept that when you get stuck on something, it becomes very easy to see false positives or to overlook obvious negatives because you're stuck in a mindset. And so one way to get yourself out of that mindset when you're trying to find a problem or trying to find a solution to a problem is to talk to the rubber duck on your desk, like walk the rubber duck through the problem. And chances are you'll figure it out while you do that. And it happens all the time. I usually use M when I get stuck like that, or one of my coworkers, if we happen to be at work, just start explaining the problem. And typically while you're explaining it to them, you go, and you figure it out and you go fix it. And that's, the concept would be before you go bug somebody else, talk to the duck first, right? And so the problems that I'm having at work are, entirely kind of on me. Like it's on me at this point. I've told you before that I have inherited a project that is 20 years old. It's a single developer. It's a massive code base that is super confusing and written in a fashion that is unique and very difficult to maintain because of that. And it seems like every time I touch it, something else goes wrong that I don't understand at all. But the person who worked on it, he retired last year. He retired last summer. I've had all this time to be familiar with it, and I haven't. I haven't been. I've been distracted by other projects. I've been distracted by project management. I've been distracted by the fact that he's been on contract all this time, and he's been able to take care of a lot of the little details that I don't understand. Well, now he's done. Like, this is it. At the end of this week, I won't have him ever again. Like, that's it. It's over. And I've done this to myself, essentially, because there are so many nooks and crannies to this software. It's such a huge problem that I don't even understand the ramifications of changing simple things, because it's so vastly different across all of the various systems that are in place. There's lots and lots of customers over lots and lots of individual, instances. And over the 20 years, some of those instances had some very unique, specific things done to make it work better for them. Part of his selling of this software was that we can make it whatever you want it to be. And he did. Like, he added little nooks, little details, little things to customize it for individuals that causes all of these snowball effects when I start trying to bring all of that code, all of those configurations, all of those changes back into one central location and say, all right, it's all going to be managed from here. And now you had this one little thing that's weird, and I have to make, I have to make everybody's version accept that, but maybe not use it, right? And I'm very overwhelmed by it. I'm very, very, I don't want to say, pushed to tears, but I'm pretty damn close to, breaking down a little bit today. It was really rough. And like I said yesterday, I was super nauseous from it. I was literally sick to my stomach, trying to get through the day. Today I had a little bit more fun with it because I had a customer who's got a really small instance but wants to utilize a lot of the new features that I'm not comfortable with yet. And they were really patient with me and let me just goof around on their version, and I learned a whole lot from it. The problem is with me is I don't retain very well. So I learned lessons today that the next time I move somebody and they have that same problem, I will have to go through the exact same researching process to figure out how to fix it because I simply won't remember. And that also sucks. But the hope is very, very soon I will be able to start kind of leaning on teammates and say, listen, let's tackle this together. Once this guy's contract is completely gone and we have nobody else to work on it, me and my partner, I think we will start approaching this together and start trying to figure out how we can work on it, how we can pair program on it, because the problem is to get him up to speed right now. I mean, I would take me probably, I would have to explain everything, like to get him to even be able to go off and figure stuff out. Like most of my day is watching error logs and then trying to pick those problems out and fix them. I don't even know how to explain to him how to do that. I could give him tasks, say, hey, this is a problem, go to this file and try to find it. But to say, all right, here's what's going on, let's fix it, I don't even know how I could pull that off right now. It would take me probably at least a month of training just to get him up to speed on how things are supposed to work. So, again, this isn't about the software. This isn't about work. This isn't about, I'm not trying to complain about what I'm doing. It's my job, and I accept it, and I get paid for it, and I'm good at it, and I'm going to keep being good at it. But the point of this all is that yesterday's show was a prime example of why this has been so important for me, because it's been a bright spot in my day during some of the darkest days I've had, and that means the freaking world to me, and it means everything that I have friends that come and hang out with me and encourage me. And so thank you for all the comments yesterday. I think we'll do another comment wrap-up video this Friday. We haven't done that in a while. So if you have anything that you want to ask me or any topics that you want covered, please put those in the comments below and we will get to it on Friday. So thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you very much, and I will see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is exacerbate. It is a verb meaning to take action that makes a situation worse or aggravates it further. I almost said agitates. The problem with the mission was further exacerbated when the other tiles ripped away from the space shuttle. Outer tiles. Exacerbate. E-X-A-C-E-R-B-A-T-E. I exacerbated the reading of that entry. I made it way worse.